First of all, thank you so much, IFA Galaxy, for calling me back again. I'm obviously doing something right. This is my 6th summit as a speaker. Thank you, Mohsin Saab. You are sitting in front. So I know I'm standing between you, drinks, dinner, and everything. And I love the theme. I mean, the key is me is a fantastic thing because ultimately we are all, the reason you are here today is because you are all CEOs of your business. So what I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes to do is try to talk about the leadership protocol, right? I think the leadership thing everyone thinks is more for corporate, right? Everyone says that you are a leader, so you will go for some corporate training program, you will learn something, you will learn some principles. What I've tried to do today is try to make this a little different. I'm going to use a little bit of mythology to try and bring the leadership story out, right? So with all due respect, I think obviously, at least we Vishnu, the Hindu has the Trimurti, right? Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the preserver, and of course Shiva is the destroyer, right? We're going to try and pick up some points from Vishnu. Why Vishnu? Any idea? Any guesses? Narayan Saab, why are we going to talk about Vishnu? That first line is that there is he cares for others. He is the preserver. He takes care of all of us. And one very important point, who is he married to? So what do we all do? We do financial well-being for our customers. So I'm going to focus on some things around Lord Vishnu over here, right? What else does Vishnu do? So we're just going to see what are the qualities. Let's look at some interesting qualities of a leader, right? This is all the things that we do. As a leader, you're supposed to, I review a lot. I have Mahesh outside in the room. He knows that when I do a review, it's a problem. We do a lot of communication, right? We do a lot of appreciation. And more importantly, we do a lot of discipline. These are the 4 big qualities. Can we spend like a minute on each of these qualities, right? Can you think of all these 4? Next time when you see Lord Vishnu, remember this, right? What is communication? Any idea what is the part of the Vishnu that represents communication? Chakra? No. Chakra is review. Please. I'm going to make this. Otherwise, you all will go to sleep as it is people are going out. The conch shell, right? So what does the conch shell do? So what is, more importantly, communication is what is understood. So as a leader, first thing, please communicate. What is your responsibility? What do you do? What is it that you can add value? I'm not going to go into detail because Ayyappan sir has done it already for me. Because he's a practicing MFD. I am just standing here and giving you a bhashan thanks to Mohsin and Narayan Saab said, please come here. But communication, most important. And the last, most important thing, can you tell me in the top 5? All this is fine. I'm sure all of you do it. Do you do this? Do you do this? 99% of us in AMC, what do we come and tell you? Sir, you did 5 crores business last month. You did not give us any business. Correct? Correct, Padmanabhan sir? Are you doing the same thing to your customer? Sir, last 5 years, market is down, sir. You're not listening. Maybe he has a problem in the family. Maybe he has some issues around his cash flow. So first thing first, please, we do all this, and all this is very, very important. But please be a good listener. Spend that 10-15 minutes listening is very, very important, right? And of course, all the other things that we do, you do newsletters, you do product communication. Today, how do you send information to your customers? Do you send a newsletter? How do you send? WhatsApp? Hands up. How many people send WhatsApp? So many. Whose WhatsApp do you send? Whose WhatsApp? Some random WhatsApp comes to you, you send it. Do you do some branding around that WhatsApp? Do you write some message, personalized message? If I'm sending a message to Mohsin sir, for example, saying I have a FMP next week, it's going to close, I will send him one FMP. But I will also try and write, and this is where listening is important. I'll say, sir, I hope your son is doing well. That is personalized communication. So please do that. You are building your own brand. Don't forward random messages. Your customers are getting at least 1,000 messages a day from random groups. Don't be part of the 990 which gets read and then gets deleted. Please. Okay. The second big one is review. Which one was review in the Vishnu chart? Chakra, right? Chakra is the wheel of time, wheel of review, right? So what do we do in a review? Very important for an AMC, right? I heard a panel just now saying we all have targets, We are measured. Do you do a review with your clients? How many do? Hands up, please. Regular? Very few people. Hall of 200 people, I can see 30 hands only. What do you do there? You basically take an investment sheet, which is published by somebody, and you show it to him. That, sir, you gave me 10 lakh rupees. Your 10 lakh rupees is worth 11 lakh rupees. Is that it? Is that your job? Can a fintech do that job better? Can grow in Bangalore? How many are from Bangalore? I heard many people are from Bangalore. Can grow do that job better, sir? Just give you a sheet of paper. So like Ayyappan sir said, do you have a goal to that investment? Are you reviewing the progress of that investment with the goal? That is what a review means. Review does not mean going and saying, sir, yesterday Adani stock fell 10%, my portfolio went down 2%. That is not what the customer is interested. Make sure that he has given you a set of goals. It is your job, it is your responsibility, it is your duty to make sure that those goals are being achieved. And that is what a review is for. Last important point. All of us do it in the mutual fund industry. When you review with a customer, what do you do after it? Do you set an appointment for the next review? 99% don't do it. Anybody? Let's click around. I'm meeting a partner today. I'm meeting you today. Do you have a schedule that next I will meet you after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year? 99% people don't have a schedule on it. And these are all available. If you go, how many of you own an iPhone here? So many, right? You go to iPhone. How many of you have a normal, regular Android phone? See the Android 13. It has beautiful calendar options. You can put a reminder and it will tell you. You don't have to remember. If I have to meet Mr. Padmanabhan today and I have to meet him after 3 months, it will give me an alarm and it will do it. It takes 5 seconds, but to start is very difficult. So this is what I want to leave with you. And last, most importantly, set a plan of action, set a date. This is very, very important. Please set a date and time, because then the customer knows that you are looking out for him, right? Discipline, this is the big one. All of us in the AMC industry know it very well. Who's the discipline in the Vishnu chart? The mace, the gada, right? He takes it and bangs you on the head. So this is discipline. Very important. I think please ensure SIP this. Most of you don't even know when your customer is stopping SIP. Is that correct? It is so easy to stop SIP. One reason I have not enabled it, we have an app, we have a self-service app, we have a self-service website. I have not enabled stoppage of SIP in that. Because 99% of the customers see 1 year return negative and they just stop. Because it is not married to a goal. Make sure that he is not overspending. It is your job, you are his financial doctor. You have to make sure he is financially healthy. Make sure that many of your customers will have a lot of debt in the market. Can you find a way, can you give him discipline to say, don't take unnecessary debt? Every day morning, what is the thing that you read when you open Times of India or Hindu? What do you see? First page. What do you see? Land, real estate, correct? Gold. These are the advertisements that are there. Why do people buy this? What is the hook? Of course, you're getting a house. Most people don't buy it because they get it because they think real interest rate 4.99%. Correct? Cheap jewelry available, no making charge. That is your job. Please make him, it's a discipline. Please put the gada on his head. Sir, you have already got so much debt. Why are you taking one more? You already own 2 houses. Why are you buying 2 more? You have a liquidity problem. You have only 5% of your investments in liquid investments. You cannot buy 1 more. That is discipline. That is what you have to tell him. And this is my favorite. Please create emergency corpuses for your customer and make sure he does not touch it. Because we don't know when the next COVID is going to hit. And all this is available in products in the mutual fund industry. I don't have to talk about it. I think all of you are very intelligent. You know which one it is there. And last, I think which we don't do at all. How many of you appreciate your customers? Hands up, please. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Very well done. So I think you are got very good motivated customers. This is something that a leader does very well. I think, why do you motivate him? Let us say I set a goal. I'm going to say, sir, we will become debt-free in 5 years. When he becomes debt-free, do you go to his house and cut a cake with his family? Or do you at least send him a personalized token? If he has not stopped a single SIP installment for the last 5 years. Can you give him a token of appreciation? Small, small things just makes your life much, much easier, because these are the big 4 qualities of a leader, right? Communication, very important. We do it quite well. But some things, please, most importantly, please listen. Please have a regular schedule. Please follow up. Second thing, of course, I told you is the review process. I think, again, all of you do it very well, but we don't do it in a personalized way. We just send random WhatsApps, just send random sheets of paper and expect the client to understand or not understand with it. 90% of them don't understand. In fact, we ourselves many times don't understand what is written. If you send the client a fact sheet today, there is a 50% chance that 1, he will not read it. Number 2, if he reads it, he'll be more confused. Your job is to make sure that you read it and give him what is required for it. Third thing, of course, we have talked about review. And last and most important thing is on appreciation, right? So these are the things. What other thing that a leader should have? Any other point? Leaders are supposed to have vision, right? So there are 2 things. Now, what does Vishnu recline on, right? Vishnu has 2 large companions. One is he reclines on the snake. So I call it Sarpa Drishti, which is very near term. I can see Mohsin Saab without specs. And then there is what, when he rides his mount and flies, that is Garuda Drishti. That is when you're looking at top down. So you have a much, much wider long-term view, right? Just let's spend 2 minutes on that. Sarpa Drishti is short-term, tactical, day-to-day, right? Whereas your Garuda Drishti is long-term, strategic, and then where you have to think. And I think a lot of you don't do it. We spend a lot of time as leaders internally trying to see where this business will go, what will it do. You don't have to do extraordinary amount of thinking. You have to just take yourself away from your routine, keep yourself in a quiet room, sit down in a small corridor, take a diary and write down what you want to do, right? These 2 attributes you have to develop. Let's look quickly what are these. So what is Sarpa Drishti? We do this very well. I think one thing which all of us need to do very well is this. I think we do this very well, which is client communication. We resolve all their problems. Client calls us, boss, mera redemption has not come, please send. We'll immediately do. But this is very, very important, and this is where I want to give you all, you must give yourself a round of applause, because you are IFA Galaxy. You are spending your Friday and Saturday here for continuous learning. Most of us leaders, we have to, like in Access, I am supposed to do 2 training programs a year. I have to do. At however busy I am, wherever I go, and fortunately today, it is all available online. I don't have to go and spend 1 week in IIM Ahmedabad or ISB Hyderabad and do it. I can sit on my phone when I'm in the airport doing nothing. I can sit and listen to a lecture for 1 hour. Many people listen to podcasts. Do you listen to podcasts? Very, very easy, right? Very normal things that we do in Bombay because we are stuck in traffic for about 30% of our life. So we have to do something fruitful. You are lucky. Many of you don't have traffic problems. You have time. But instead of watching Netflix or some nice movie which you must see, please spend some time on continuous learning, right? Marketing collateral, make it personalized. Make it personalized. Don't just send random sheets. I will send you a very good forward. You must send it back to me saying, Raghav, I need a place for me to put my logo and then only send it. Otherwise, I will not send it. I will not send it. So you should be that brutal about it because you are building your brand. You are CEOs, you are leaders of your own business. Last, of course, is please recommend appropriate products. I don't have to worry. I think the MFD community is the most investor-friendly distribution community in India. You are really looking out for your customers, and I think that is a grace of God that we have people like you working in the MFD space, right? I think Garuda Drishti, of course, is something which is very interesting. This is a small slide. This is my second last slide, so hopefully I'll be on time. In fact, Ramesh sir, you must give me an extra 5 crores of AUM because I'm going to finish this early, right? This is India GDP today. This is India GDP after expected. This is Bloomberg. We are $3 trillion, 2047. I had made a small presentation in a previous salary, and I took this one slide from there. It was quite frightening. We will be 10 times in the next maybe 25 years. 10 times at least as a GDP. If you take our market cap to GDP today and the mutual fund AUM can go by 20 to 50 times higher. 20 to 50 times. So what can you do to be part of this whole journey? What can you do to be a part of this journey? I think some of you are already there because you are already in this hall. You are listening to experts. In the evening, I think there is no rush to go away. You will spend time, you will learn. My request to all of you, and this I tell all my friends, please don't only be in your group. You have come to Chennai, you have a chance to meet some very senior people, you have a chance to meet other partners in other locations, and the MFD community is a very cooperative community. I have never seen this kind of cooperation anywhere. I have never seen Axis Bank having an event like this, where Kotak Bank people are there, ICICI Bank is there, HDFC Bank is there, and we are all sharing our success and failure stories. There is no reason why Ayyappan should be sharing his success story here. You are all competitors to Ayyappan, technically, because all your AUM he can take. But I think this community is fantastic, and IFA Galaxy, thank you very much. You must give yourself a big hand. But don't come here just to listen to people like me, do that too. Thank you very much for being an audience, very good audience. But please spend time within yourself. Learning is a continuous process. And try and see where you will go here. My last slide for this, what do you want to be? Right, there are two famous avatars of Vishnu. I will close with this. Everyone knows these two avatars. They were the most recent. One was Ram and one was Krishna. Ram is of course known as the Maryada Purushottam. He was known for good governance. In his time when he ruled, it used to be called Ram Raj. There used to be no crime. People were happy. People were treated fairly, etc., etc. And he lived by rules and regulations. And this is something where you have to decide whether I want to be a Ram or a Krishna, or I suggest you be both. You have to put governance in your life, in your client's life. You have to tell the clients that these are the 5 things I stand for. Sit one day in the evening when you're calm and just write down the 5 things which you stand for as a value. And put it and tell the client that this is what I stand for. I stand for honesty, I stand for transparency, I stand for you. And then live up to that. That is what Ram does. And then of course, what did Krishna do? I think he was the best coach in the world, right? Any comments on that? Krishna was the best coach in the world. So be a coach, be a mentor to your customer, and be a mix of Ram and Krishna. God bless you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.